content I'm gonna get today because I am world's worst on trying to get any type of content. But one thing I did think would be funny is asking him some questions on camera about like the boyfriend side of all this. Because I've been doing this a little over a year, and he's been chauffeured about 90% of the time.
I upgraded to photographer, by the way.
He did recently upgrade. But then he's back down to chauffeur today. You got demoted.
I'll turn this truck around. You ain't get a washer and dryer.
I need new washer and dryer.
I know, I need my clothes washed.
Alright, question 1. Do you at all regret diving into this whole rodeo thing with me?
No. It's been fun. It's been a learning experience. I've had fun going to these rodeos, seeing different things. A whole lot different than just sitting at the cow farm looking at cows.
His life was very boring until I came in it.
No, it was very predictable. Less expensive.
I'm just a girl. Okay, let's see, what would be... What are the cons to travel into these things with me?
Well, for as busy as I am in my work schedule, that is an issue at times.
Yeah.
But we make it work, we figure it out. There's whatever we gotta do to make it happen. I mean, with me working Southern Swing Shift 2 weeks on days, 2 weeks on nights,
Yeah.
get off work in the morning sometimes and then have to drive to damn Arkansas or Texas here, wherever it may be.
Yeah, I go to Texas a lot. A whole lot. And just gonna put this out here, I don't make him drive me around and stuff. Like, I have my own vehicle and stuff. He comes for support. Now that he's taking pictures, he'll come and do pictures while I'm doing videos, things like that. But all of it depends on his schedule and how tired he is too, because that's a lot. And sometimes he'll work like 5 days straight. He switches with people that work in those, like a 5 for 5. Okay, what is your favorite part about traveling with me doing this?
Getting aggravated. It's fun. I mean, we just said we had... Okay, we went through Woodworth and Glenmore here.
In Forest Hill.
Yeah, Forest Hill, I reckon. But there's nurseries everywhere.
There's like 12 of them between 3 little cities, and like driving down this road, whatever we're on, 165 South, there's at least 12 nurseries.
But normally when I come through here, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Don't get to see it in the day. This is kind of different.
Yeah, same.
But we made a comment about she found some high
Palm tree.
yeah, palm trees.
Yeah, I want a palm tree.
We're cutting up jokes about palm trees. Plant one in the yard, get a damn kiddie pool, put some water in it, get some sand, put around the palm tree. Okay. Toes in the water, in the sand.
With
an empty box of Corona and some half-eaten limes.
Alcohol. Yeah, because we don't drink alcohol. He was like, I need a empty box of Corona, and I was like, yeah, with a half-eaten lime at the top.
Give me a Hawaiian shirt, put my shades on, good to go.
And I would do this. He would do this. Like, this is just, we're weird.
No, we just don't care.
No, we really don't. I think it'd be hilarious. I really want to do it. Like, I really want a palm tree. So serious.
How about a blow-up one?
No, I want a palm tree. A real one.
Then I got to mow around it. And somebody has to dig the hole.
No, if you put sand, the sand will be there. You'll be fine.
I still got to dig a hole. Paint the thing. You get a blow-up one, I just got to put an air compressor on it, blow it up, and I can move it.
Okay, what's some questions you could ask me that you think people would want to know?
Okay. You probably answered this before for some people. How difficult was it for you to start this early?
Oh, God. Okay. Whenever I first started this, I had a little rinky-dink camera from Walmart. It's all I could afford, with lenses that came with it and everything. If you know anything about Walmart brand cameras, none of them are worth anything. But it was all I could afford, and so that's what I started taking pictures with. And the quality was absolutely horrible, but I thought I was doing something at that time. I was asked to do a local play day, and that's whenever I shot and got hooked. And people see my pictures, started asking me to go to places. So here I am with definitely not a professional camera. Could not afford a professional camera. I was struggling to get by at all at this point. So luckily I had him. Whenever I say he supported me from the very beginning, I mean the very beginning. I told him that I was going to have to start turning people down for rodeos and stuff because I just didn't have the equipment. I mean, my camera was bearable. The pictures were bearable during the day. But even in the night, couldn't do anything. So he went and bought me a Canon R8, and I started renting a RF 70 to 200 2.8. And that's what I started shooting with. And whenever I got a hold of that, then I had even more people asking me to go to events. Then I'm stressed out, trying to do everything, like be a mom, be a spouse to him, take care of things at home, take care of the animals at home, keep my own sanity. And doing this, I'm my own bookkeeper, secretary, editor, influencer, like everything it's a one-man show. So I was very, very stressed out. There was plenty of times where I wanted to quit. There was one time I really almost sold everything. And like he was the main one telling me, no, like you're going to keep going. You've made it this far. You're going to keep going. I've had people talk absolutely horrible about me. I've had people praise me. I've had people tell me my work ain't worth crap. And I've went and did events where I've sold just about every picture I've taken. It's been a very wild roller coaster ride. It was extremely difficult. It's very, very stressful. I've missed time with my kids. I have missed time with him. There's times where like he'll want to do something on a weekend. I'm like, I can't, I'm booked. And it's still like that. Just now, well, even then, we kind of found a way to like work around it and spend time with each other during the week. But it's missing out on a lot just to build a brand and to make the connections within the chaos, so that in the future you don't have to hustle as hard. Like whenever I say for that first year, from the date that I actually booked my first rodeo, I had to hustle and not hang out with friends and not spend time with my kids and not spend time with family. And it was a lot. But I will say that if I could go back and do it again, I would. I learned so much, not just about the industry and my job, but about myself and my work ethic and what I'm capable of, regardless on what anybody else says. So yeah, been a hell of a ride.
Yeah. Would you do anything different? Knowing what you know now.
Knowing what I know now, I know, I'm not saying any names, but I know 2 producers I would not work for.
Well, not talking about that, but more or less,
We're talking about like camera
something like if you wanted to help somebody that's thinking about doing this or wanting to pursue this?
I would have stopped shooting in RAW so early. And people are probably going to see this and be like, oh my God, she shoots in JPEG. I do. I am such a big fan of JPEG. I used to be super scared of JPEG because you're very, very limited on how you can edit that photo. But I absolutely love my camera. My whole setup is immaculate. So that helps me a lot shooting in JPEG. Like teaching yourself how to edit RAW helps build your confidence and kind of find your little style. But once you figure out the lighting and where to sit and how to work the arena lighting, like doing rodeos, 90% of the time the lighting is going to be absolutely atrocious. So if you can work around that, you're good. I learned how to work lighting as early as possible. Then forcing myself to learn my editing style and stuff maybe a little faster and go ahead and start experimenting with JPEG, because once I got comfortable with JPEG, I'm like, my edit, like, it's so much easier. I have cut down my editing time and getting pictures out by probably 40%, just going from editing RAWs to editing JPEG. Oh, and white balance. Early on, up until probably 2 months ago, I had it on auto white balance. I know, rookie move. Okay, we ain't going there.
Still learning.
I was, but now I have on my camera, I set my white balance and save it. I do custom white balance. Every arena that I shoot at has a different white balance, and I make sure all of it's already saved. That saves me a lot of time, and it makes my pictures a lot more even, because as a beginner, and like something that I had to learn early, that I wish I would have learned early on, that I just learned, is sitting there trying to edit these photos, and one's like really dark looking, like really orange, and one's yellow, and then orange and yellow, and one might look a little green. It's because the auto white balance had messed with it so much, and my pictures weren't looking consistent. So yeah, I would have started shooting in a custom white balance earlier. I would start shooting in JPEG earlier. I would learn my editing style earlier. I will say this on my chest. I would learn who I do and do not want to work for or with earlier.
Yeah, that's all part of it, though.
It is, but like knowing what I know now, there's there's 2 events that I would have never went to.
Well,
at all.
That comes with it, though.
It does. Learn who's good to work with or for and who's not. Ask a ton of questions way early on. That saved a lot of headache. A whole lot of headache.
I don't know right now.
Talk to me, Goose.
Thinking Maverick.
Nah.
What it was your proudest moment, I reckon. Like, what made you say, or made you realize, I
Like,
start from...
hey, look, Mama, I made it.
Yeah, I start from the bottom, and here we are.
My first moment was SAU Intercollegiate Rodeo.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was biggest rodeo I've done so far. I went up to Southern Arkansas University, and night 1, it started on Thursday night, and I made it there before the stock contractor even made it there to start moving anything around. Nobody was in the stands. It was very, very quiet. And I walked out in the middle of that arena, and I'm just sitting here looking around, and I have a video of it. But I was sitting there looking around, I was like, this is about to be big. Like, you can just feel the energy. building up. There was nobody there, but like I just knew in my soul, I was like, this is gonna be big. And by the time the stand started filling, they started moving broncs around. I was getting pictures of the bronc riders getting ready and everything, and I'm like, oh. I got in the arena right before the bronc started loading up in the chute, and I was like, man, we made it. That was my first one. I was like, this is huge. And then the night carried on all the way through Sunday, action-packed, adrenaline rushing few days. Like, it was absolutely amazing. But my biggest and proudest moment, I'm a baby, I might cry when I talk about it, but I was asked to work an event. I ended up getting a phone call from a friend of mine that is a contractor. It was like, hey, come here. Like, we want you here. So I was debating, and me and him had went out to eat. Okay, the person that called you, what have they done for you? And I'm like, I can make you a list. A long list. So I ended up going to the event that my friend called me to go work. I went up to that event and we were running late. I was literally trying to tuck in my shirt and throw on a belt as I'm running to the arena. He's got camera gear and stuff running behind me, like we're trying to make it there. And I'm like, we're late. I'm gonna make it here late. I was freaking out. I don't like being late for events. I got there, they hadn't even done the grand entry yet. And I was like, thank God. So I grab my gear and I go in the arena, and bull riders and bronc riders that are right there at the chutes start screaming my name. They're so excited that I'm there. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And they're walking up and hugging me and shaking his hand and shaking my hand, stuff like that. And I'm like, well, let me go say hey to the contractor. So I go and I say hey to the contractor. And they're giving me hell because that's just their love language. And they welcomed me and was like, look, anytime we work something, anytime we're the contractor, we want you there. Like, you're our family. I'm sorry this happened to you last night, but just know whenever you come with us, whenever you're at an arena we're at, you're family. You're welcomed. You're loved. And I started crying in that moment. There was more to go on with that conversation, but they did nothing but praise me and my work ethic and how far I had come, and they couldn't wait to see how much I'd grown in another year. It was very, very intimate conversation. And then I go into the arena, and at this point, only the contestants that had seen me, those 5-6 guys, knew I was there. None of the bell racers, nobody else knew I was there. So I'm in the arena, they're getting ready to come in for grand entry, and if you look at the pictures of the contestants coming in for grand entry, the looks on their faces in the pictures of them coming in is actual reaction to the contestants realizing that I was there taking pictures, and everybody was screaming, oh, Black Lotus is here, Black Lotus, Brandy's here, and all this. And I had people walking by and giving me high fives. And if any of them contestants are watching this video, just know while I'm sitting here taking these pictures of y'all coming in the arena and making y'all's laps for grand entry, I was crying like a baby behind that camera. Like, he was standing by the bull chutes, and I was like facing dead Eddie. He already knew I was crying just because he knows me, just my body language. But yeah, just know I was blubbering like a baby. And I have this thing that I do at every event. I walk to the middle of the arena and I hit a knee, and I thank God for me being there, because this has been a journey, and I've worked so hard for this. And to be where I'm at now, I'm just so thankful for everybody that supports me and loves me. Okay, I had to stop and delete some stuff. I'm running low on memory. I guess I could have recorded this on my camera. 30 minutes from Sulphur, so I'm gonna stop right here on this video and get this washer and dryer. I'm supposed to tell my mom, and we'll see you whenever we get back to Dequincy. Somehow, somewhere, we ended up at a restaurant. And I feel extremely underdressed.
Good green beans.
It's not green beans. We're so underdressed. But yeah, look at that wall. I need that in the studio. We're at this place in Sulphur. Highly recommend. Service is amazing. Food's great. Okay, we got our food. Oh my. Okay, got our stomachs full. That was like the best sushi I've ever had. Ooh. Now we're headed to Dequincy. We made it. I've done shot a few bowls, forgot to get content as usual. But this is boyfriend life. He's listening to an audiobook. And I am on the ground in sandals. Living the dream. But I've actually got a pretty good amount of riders tonight, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go. The smallest bulls they have are kicking their butts right now. Not wanting to go back in. The dogs say they got it.